Hello, everybody. It's your boy bringing you the some words about next Sunday's game against the LA Rams. But before I begin, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe to the video. Please smash those likes or punch the hearts for TikTok or YouTube, where you may find my videos and my comments alike. All right, let's jump into this. The Eagles are coming in Philadelphia 2-0, and the Rams are coming in Financial Field, League Financial Field 2-0. Somebody gonna leave 2-1. Somebody gonna be 3-0. Who would it be? You got two teams that have played each other twice last year, the regular season and in the postseason. The Eagles had taken advantage of both of those advantages, or both of those times, with Saquon Barkley running over 200 plus yards, or between 14 to 15 carries per game. And the Eagles' offensive line is at the time was the best offensive line in football. It's kind of somewhat still that way, but we've had only a couple of pieces taken from there, and that was Malachi, who is now currently with the Chargers, and we lost Fred Johnson, but not Fred Johnson now back with the Eagles via trade from the Jacksonville Jaguars. We've had some pieces taken away, some pieces back, and so we're not exactly sure what the offensive line is going to look like with the addition of Landon Dickerson going in and out of the game based on injury on his back and his knee. Now, I'm not sure if it's the knee or the back or both giving him pain, but in the last couple of games, he was in and out of the lineup with the other boy taking over his place as the other guard. But now the Eagles have brought back Fred Johnson, who's the combo guard who can play left guard and right guard. They brought him back, so in case Landon Dickerson go down again, Fred Johnson can man one of those spots. The defense. The Eagles defense have been playing good as of late, but the team lacks leadership on that side of the ball. When you had Brandon Graham, who left via trade, who left via retirement, and you had C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who left via trade, and you had some guys who left via free agency, and that's Milton and Josh Sweat. So those are 4 or 5 guys right there that's off that defensive line, or that unit for that matter. So now the question is, who would man up and become leader of the defensive line? Some people say it could be Jordan Davis, but I think Jordan Davis could be the leader of the team, and I think Jalen Carter can be. Jalen Carter last week's game played sluggish, but he managed to get his footing and started playing pretty good in the second quarter against the Chiefs. But he missed the week 1 game against the Cowboys via suspension with the spitting, what they call the spit gate. So a lot of things to look up there between those 2 weeks and going into this Sunday coming up, which is going to be a 12 o'clock game to be exact. So the Rams are coming in hot. They're coming in very hot. The Rams got a top-tier defensive line led by Jared Verse, and that boy in the middle, I forgot who the other guy name is in the middle, but they got a couple of linebackers who are pretty good, and some corners and safeties that are pretty good. So what the Rams seen with the Cowboys and the Chiefs did, I expect the Rams to do against the Eagles. They're gonna put a lot of zone man-up coverage, which is going to keep Devontae Smith and AJ Brown from getting their targets, which is the reason why what happened last week, because Saquon Barkley was able to run in both games. He had 88 rushing against the Chiefs, and the game before he had like 50 or 60 yards rushing in that game. So teams are still stacking the box against Saquon. Saquon had not had 100 yards rushing so far. It's a possibility he could in this game against the Rams, depending how the offense goes. Now, Kevin Patullo, question mark there. This guy is calling plays that are unfamiliar, and some of the games are familiar. Some plays are familiar based on Brandon Johnson's plays a couple of years ago, 2003, which Eagle fans like me do not want to think about and don't even want to reminisce, because that was a horrible season. Despite the 10-7 record, was a horrible year. We don't want to even think about that. You know what I'm saying? So Kevin Patullo is the question mark. He's the weakest link. He needs to figure out some way to get this passing game going, because all year, if the Eagles don't figure out a way to get the receivers out of zone coverages, they're going to happen every team. Regardless if the team is a bad team, regardless if they are a good team, we're going to see these type of coverages every season, every game, until he figure out what he's going to do against these zone coverages. Because I'm tired of seeing them. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys ran to perfection. And the Chiefs ran to perfection in the first half, but second half they kind of got out of it a little bit because they had issues stopping Saquon Barkley. That is the situation with the Eagles' offensive line and the offensive play calling by Kevin Patullo. Like I said, defense is pretty good. You got the linebackers running all over the place. You got Jordan Davis finally manning up to the #1 overall pick. He has like 35, he has like 15 or 20 tackles, somewhere along up in there. He could have had 2 sacks. You know what I'm saying? He could have had a sack against what's his name? The Kansas City Chiefs quarterback and the Cowboys quarterback. Hold on just a minute. But overall, it just the thing is, he has been seeing a lot of double teams, and so has Jalen Carter. So Jalen Carter last week's game, he did pretty good, but he didn't do his best because he was being double teamed, or he was being pushed out of the way for opposing teams to pass the game. So this needs to change. I put it this way here: the Kansas City Chiefs had a different plan this time against Jalen Carter. They had a pretty good plan against him this time, because in the Super Bowl, Carter got after them. He was seeing double teams, still getting past on double teams. So maybe Carter need another game or two to get off his feet so he can get better pass rush. But I'm gonna say this: Vic Fangio needs to line Jalen Carter on all 4 sides of the field. He needs to play some defensive end, and where he can see less coverage, and he needs to play some inside tackles, both tackle spots, where he can play both tackle spots. It's just that he needs to learn how to play some defensive end, because he has the speed, the quickness, and the initiative to push an offensive lineman back to the quarterback for a sack. He has the ability to do that. You see how he do guards and centers. So that should let you know right there, he can take on a left or right tackle off the pass rush, coming off as a defensive end or edge rusher, because he has the ability to do that. He has that quickness. So, like I said, this season is still young. We'll see what Jalen Carter can do, and we'll see what Jordan Davis can do. Jordan Davis has been doing pretty good. He's been doing real well. I'm just glad he didn't make me feel disappointed when I bought his jersey a few years ago. Because when I bought him a few years ago, he didn't play well. He started playing good, but he got injured. And then the second year, he started playing pretty good, but didn't play that well. And this last season, he lost some weight and was playing okay, and then started getting better later on in the playoffs. Now this year, his 4th year in the league, he is doing much better. He lost 30 pounds. I think he's down to 320 pounds. I think that's what I've heard. 315, 320. That's where he's at right now, and he has a little bit more gush, a little bit more get off the ball, to get off the line of scrimmage, to break through tackles with sacks and tackles for losses. He can do that now. This guy playing for a contract, because his 5th year has been okay. Actually, he's in his 4th year now. His 5th year has been okay. If he can get 5 or 6 sacks this season and get a first-team All-Pro, then the Eagles would give him the contract he desired, because he ain't due for one. So the Eagles defense need to do pretty good with the addition of Carter coming back, with Jordan Davis playing good as he is. Then we got Nolan Smith, who could be due for a new contract as well. Then you got the outside Russell on the other end came in via free agency. They doing pretty well. Linebackers doing pretty good with Jahar Campbell doing pretty well. Then you got Zach Bond doing extraordinary well like he did last year. He ain't lost a step. Then you got Akuba, who's doing real well, and in his rookie year, got one interception against Kansas City Chiefs last week, and he had about 8 or 9 tackles between the Cowboys in this game here. So, but our issue is the cornerback, the right cornerback position that is manned by Adoree'. Now, Adoree' got beat in both games last year. He did last week, in the last 2 games. He did horrible against the New York, against the Cowboys, but he did okay against the Chiefs. But now, here come the Rams. The Rams are a different breed of a team. They got pass rush in the middle and outside. They got good linebacker play. They got good secondary play as well, and their offensive line had got a little bit better than it did last season. So this is a big test for the Eagles. The Eagles should come out as the victors, but if Kevin Patullo do not figure out the way to pass the ball to Smith, Brown, or Goddard, or get Saquon out on some passing plays, it's gonna be a tough game. 1, 2, 3 outs, and our defense can get worn out if we get on the field more than 10 times in the first half. If the Eagles can do that and don't get many penalties, we should have 3 straight outs going forward. So we'll see what happens there. But anyway, that is my outtake and output on this team against the Eagles, Rams at Philadelphia. That should be a good game, and you guys enjoy your Friday. Enjoy mine. So you know what I'm saying. I just had to make this right quick because I'm not gonna have time to make it Saturday. So Sunday will be the day, and today is just the mark of the 2 days before Sunday. So you guys enjoy your day. Don't forget to smash the likes, hit the post notification bell, or hit that heart on TikTok or YouTube. I'm the Almighty One. Enjoy your Friday. Peace.